You wake up one morning, and for the first time in months, the world is quiet. No messages. No obligations. No one expecting anything from you. At first, the silence feels peaceful, like the world finally stopped demanding pieces of you. But then, something strange happens. The silence gets loud. In isolation, your mind begins showing you versions of yourself you've been running from. Your failures, your regrets, your unmade decisions, your abandoned potential. And you realize the truth. Isolation doesn't change a man. It exposes him. Some men step into solitude and collapse. Others step into solitude and awaken something ancient. And what I'm about to tell you, brother, is the real reason why. You weren't designed to be alone. The male brain evolved in tribes, hunting, building, facing danger with other men. Your biological imperative is tied to challenge, mission, risk, responsibility. That's why when a man is isolated without purpose, his brain chemistry shifts, testosterone drops, dopamine regulation collapses, identity becomes foggy. But another type of man experiences the opposite. Cut off from noise, superficial obligations, and social expectations. His hardwired survival systems activate. His focus sharpens. His aggression becomes controlled. His instincts recalibrate. He becomes self-reliant, self-governing, and dangerously calm. The same environment produces two opposite outcomes. Because isolation isn't the variable. The man entering isolation is. Neurologically, isolation activates something called the default mode network, the part of your brain responsible for self-reflection, pattern recognition, and internal dialogue. For the untrained mind, this becomes torture, rumination, overthinking, depressive spirals, mental self-sabotage. But for the structured mind, the man who knows how to sit with himself, the DMN becomes a weapon. He analyzes. He plans. He rewires old trauma loops. He resets his dopamine baseline. He sharpens identity. One man falls into the abyss. The other man uses the dark as a forge. Let me show you the difference. When isolation makes a man weak, he sleeps 10 to 12 hours because he's escaping reality. He binge-watches content all night. He avoids making decisions. He sets goals but never starts. He feels heavy doing even small tasks. When isolation makes a man dangerous, he wakes up early without an alarm. He eats clean, trains hard, and tracks his habits. His space becomes minimalist and organized. He creates more than he consumes. He feels a calm detachment from distractions. Two men. Same environment. Opposite trajectories. Case study 1. A man loses his job, isolates in his apartment, and decays into escapism and depression. Case study 2. Another man isolates after burnout. And within months he's built a business, rebuilt his body, and reset his life. Isolation didn't choose for them. They did. And here's the part nobody wants to admit. Modern society encourages male isolation, but not the kind that makes you dangerous. The kind that makes you docile. Endless entertainment, comfort addiction, digital overstimulation, zero real community, zero mission, zero challenge. A disconnected man is easier to control. A purposeless man is easier to market to. A distracted man is easier to pacify. Brother, the system doesn't fear men in isolation. It fears focused men in isolation. Every weak man in solitude hits the same breaking point. When he finally realizes he can't escape himself, the darkness he suppressed comes back, louder than ever. His body weakens. His identity dissolves. His routines collapse. His emotions turn against him. And eventually, he breaks. Silently, privately, completely. Not because isolation destroyed him, but because he entered it unprepared. Here's the part most men don't want to hear. Isolation is neutral. You are not. If you enter solitude with no discipline, it devours you. If you enter solitude with a mission, it transforms you. Most men aren't afraid of being alone. They're afraid of meeting the version of themselves they've been avoiding. And brother, that version is always waiting in the dark. If you want isolation to make you powerful, you need structure. Here's the framework. Fixed wake time. You control your mornings or you control nothing. Physical training. Movement resets your biology and stabilizes your emotions. Daily mission. Build something. Create something. Pursue something. Deep work. 60 to 90 minutes of focused, distraction-free creation. Silence periods. Let your mind recenter. No music. No screens. Minimal stimulation. Lower dopamine. Increase discipline. Restore focus. When you follow this, isolation becomes a forge, a weapon, a rebirth. The man who emerges from structured solitude is not the man who entered.